Welcome back to Inside the Vandals, rejoined by head coach Rob Akey. You're a cowboy, aren't you?
I like the music.
Yeah, the great line I asked Rob, I said, what kind of music are you listening to one time? And he goes, both kinds, country and Western.
So that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's, okay, now you get to play a bunch of Cowboys.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm excited about this game. You know, I'm excited.
Excited
honestly,
for the game or the fact you're back home?
Both. The fact that we're getting to play again, the fact that we're not getting on a plane to go do it, the fact that we're going to get a chance to be in here, that really excites me. And to be able to get on the field again, even as we've got to get bodies feeling good during the course of the week, but looking at my players' eyes, they're ready to play a game. They're ready to go out and compete again. They're hungry to get back out there again, is what I saw from them. And to me, that's a great positive when we haven't had the success that we want to have yet. And I think that this is a game we've been looking forward to. It's the next game we get to play. It's an opportunity to start a win streak. Let's go play well and do it. I'm anxious to do that.
LSU is a different cat. I mean, they're number 2 in the nation. Wyoming is not ranked. They're in a light conference, the Mountain West, the WAC, very similar, non-BCS conferences. Do you get a better gauge on where your team is in the season as you prepare for WAC conference play by playing Wyoming as maybe opposed to playing LSU?
Well, in regards to how we're going to play and playing that game on the field, absolutely, yes. There were some things that we built, that we gained from in the LSU game, but as a whole, that's a different animal than what we're going to face at all points in time. This is more like what we're going to play as we get into conference opponents, the conference that we need to win, the championship that we're out to go get. So in that regards, absolutely, yes. Did we benefit some from, have we grown from the other? Yes. Is this going to be a better... Is this more who we're going to be? Absolutely, and it's not a team to be taken lightly either. I mean, just because they're not number 2 in the country, that doesn't mean anything. And I'm making that clear to the team. I mean, that having played the number 2 team in the country should help us in regards to you're not going to see that again. Okay, but just because you've seen that and played against that and made a play or two against that doesn't mean that you're just going to walk out here and make plays against somebody else. But understand how you went about doing those things and that to me is the biggest thing of all. Now, let's attack this opponent who is, they're a wounded animal. I mean, they're sitting there with the same record as us. I mean, honestly, in a lot of things you could look at them and say, well, it's very similar. I mean, both lost a game that we weren't supposed to, both lost a game to a MAC opponent, and both lost to a BCS opponent. Both sitting here hungry for their first win. A wounded animal is the most dangerous animal in the, in the jungle, in the wild. But I'd like to think that we've got some confidence in what we're doing and how we're going to go about it, and we're ready to go and gain ground. I'd play the game right now if we could.
Do you expect then a different sense of urgency leading up to this week? I know you're not going to be in the Wyoming practices, but with 2 teams that are 0-3, somebody's going to get a win and somebody's not. I mean, is there a sense of urgency building, at least in your locker room?
Absolutely there is. And what I like about it is it has grown as the season has gone on. We didn't like the first performance that we had. The second performance was better. We responded to things better. We gained some ground there, but it still wasn't the result that we wanted. Had great attention because I think, part of it, they listened to, hey, this is how we've got to prepare better. This is what that attention can do for us. I think magnified by the number 2 team in the country is the opponent. That got a great attention to detail, stronger attention to detail. We prepared more like we need to prepare in last week's game. Now, that should be the case again this week. We learned some things in that regard. Now, we're going to go play somebody that is more like us. We're going to go play somebody, if we'll prepare the way that we need to every single day, put that emphasis on it, eliminate the distractions, have myself prepared. That's what we want to make sure that we're able to do. And so, yeah, I look at it in regards to being excited about learning how we've done something better, more so than desperation to win. I think it's more excited to go have success and get paid back for all the work that we've put into it. I mean, that's where I think our guys are at right now. I really sense a feeling of excitement from them.
This is pretty quiet in here. My guess is you don't want it to be quiet on Saturday.
No, I'd like it to be obnoxiously loud, and I'd like it to be a deal that it really creates issues for them when they're trying to communicate. Kind of like what we experienced down in Baton Rouge, and we got the reflectors on up there, so we can throw the noise right back down at them. We can get good and loud when that Wyoming team's out there on offense, especially on 3rd down.
Especially on 3rd down. 2nd and long, they can be loud too, can't they?
Every down they can be loud. Hey, we're ready for it. Be loud the whole game.
Is this a personal invitation game from Coach Rob Akey? Is that what it is?
If you would like, I'll roll out the red carpet. I'll be there to greet you at the door. Get your tails in here. Pack this joint. Let's get after the Cowboys.
Okay, everything aside with Wyoming, how good are they?
They're a good football team despite the record. They're a dangerous football team because of the record. They're a team that has our attention. They're coming off of a bowl win a bowl season, and I think they're a very good football team. My focus, to be real honest with you, what do they do? How we're going to go about attacking them? But my focus is on our team because I think we're a pretty good football team too, and we need to go prove it taking place with our football team.
All right. Good luck this weekend, and hopefully you get a win over the Cowboys.
We're going to get after their tails. Thanks, Bubba.
Right, that's all you can do at this point in time. Rob Akey, and he'll be back with us next week. When we continue more on Inside the Vandals, a look at women's soccer and women's volleyball. That's all next.